Welcome to the Marine Marketing Podcast, where we cover marketing and website topics for the marine industry. While you're listening, subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. And now, here's your host, Harry Casimir.
Hello and welcome to the Boat Marketing Podcast, your destination for effective digital marketing strategy. And I'm your host, Harry Casimir, founder of Boat Marketing Pros, digital marketing agency specialized and work exclusively with marine business like yours. In today's episode, we will do a deep dive into the world of video marketing, video content creation, and explore how it can mix with for your marine business, whether you're a boat dealer, boat rental, boat club, boat manufacturer for that matter. And we're going to talk about how you can effectively create many different videos type to get your business be seen. Get ready to set sail with your video content. So, video marketing and video content creation in the last few years has become probably the most effective tools to engage your target audience, showcasing product and services, and really drive a lot of conversion. And for businesses that actually do rely on video conversion, they can tell you if they really track customer journey, you can see the trend on how the customer convert to this. So in this episode, we're gonna explore the importance of video content creation, video marketing in general for marine business, and provide you with some actionable techniques slash strategy on creating compelling content, leveraging video into the customer journey so that it can easily help you get more engagement and close more sales. And we will also talk about how distributing those type of content and promoting them effectively, and how you can use in-house team in combination with outside team to successfully create good marketing campaign that really bring good result. So without further ado, let's dive right in. To embark on this marketing video generating content piece, I want to answer a few questions that I often get is, well, we don't have a videographer on our team. It's time consuming, too much work. I don't want to say it's an excuse because sometimes you just don't have that. But nowadays, with most phone that you have in your hands actually already have a very good camera, and oftentimes we see better result with those phone camera than the professionally done. I'm not saying professionally done video are not good. They just people feel the authenticity behind a video that you shoot from your phone video. They just can feel it, like right, the handshaking. So all those filler words that come with shooting a video on the spot with your phone camera really bring a lot of authenticity to your content and really help bring you to the next level. So I want to address that where you don't really need full gear equipment. And I know some of you guys are very technical your stuff. So if you want to buy a full fledged video cam, that's up to you and bravo to you. But many of us can use our phone to shoot perfectly good videos. So with that out of the way, let's go into the importance of video marketing, why it's so crucial to do that in your company. Actually, this can be one of the game changer for your company in terms of providing those content to customers, and why you need to pay very close attention to how you create those content and build trust, build credibility, connect with your target audience really in a way that you may have not been able to. We're gonna take example like in terms of most of the things that we do from a marine industry perspective, boating in general, still a mystery for many people, even for those that do own a boat. Obviously, a lot of people that own boats sometimes they are lifetime boaters. They've been in boating for a long time, but even them, they may not have time for this. But they want to feel at a level where the business they're working with understand what they need. And that is one way to build that trust, is providing content, education content, learning content, to get them to understand and trust you. So a good example is a dealer, for example. How do you create video walkthrough? I know many manufacturers really provide those walkthrough, but they're very, very, very crystallized, high level, where if you have one of your sell people, a broker that actually walk the boat piece by piece, say this brand new boat just scam, or this is the brand new model, or this is the revamp model of X, Y, and Z brand, and this is what been going on. This is what you should be looking at. This is the new joysticks adjustment they make to this. Those can make a big difference and really attract even your own existing customer to come back to see more and want to buy more. That's just an example of a boat dealer. The same can go for even a boat rental operation, where you want people to that will fly 600, 700 miles just to come to a location where they're gonna rent your boat. You want to give them a feel, an idea what this location looks like, how clean your boats are, and obviously you're not even comparing to competitors, but your competitors don't even have those videos. You become the differentiator of those because of those videos. So this is a good opportunity. Now, how do you create very compelling, engaging video content so that keep people engaged but also want to see more? Well, a lot of it, I find like some of the best videos are off script, but I know many of us want to have a little script somewhat. So maybe you create a quick outline for the content you want to go over. So that can be very, very helpful. Good example, let's say you want to go over some of the electronics in the boat, you want to go over the steering, you want to go over some of the joystick, you want to go even over how the draft is a little bit different than the previous model, you want to go over the t-top, all of those different components. You can just put a quick outline on the key topics you want to touch and stick with that, because this is very, very important, because oftentimes most of us, when we're excited about something, we go in tangent and start talking about other stuff. Focus on those things. That this is why some of us, it's good for us to have a quick outline on what we want to talk about. That's one of the best way to create a very engaging video in terms of talk about the key points and also add layers to that key points, and in the form of a storytelling slash providing visual components to help the user visualize what's going on. When you talk about the joystick, not only you showing your own hand where that joystick is located within the panel, but maybe you can actually incorporate the manufacturer's video that really go into a little even more detail about joystick, right? So but your voice over that part of the video as well, so that make it look seamless, right? So those little things can really, really be important in addition to those visual effects, but also incorporate good music that really cater to your target audience. Not every audience want a really mellow music. Not every audience want a country music. Not every audience want to hear a R&B. You know what your audience was most likely like, and try to cater to them as much as possible. So that way, when they hear that beat, it doesn't really irritate them and want them to leave your video. And this is very crucial. But it's also, you don't want to put a beat that's too loud taking over the content. So, what role does video content play in the customer journey to eventually become a customer? Well, in my opinion, and I have seen this, video can play probably one of the most important roles in terms of when you engage to when they're buying. Because that video, couple of videos that you have, might do a very, very good job at explaining what that one component that person had in their head. They were not sure if they want to make that move. Because of your video, you build that effective brand awareness. You educate them within that video and demonstrate that that specific feature and benefit of it. That alone can inspire someone to take action that they otherwise wouldn't make sometimes. So look at video as a piece for to create informative product showcase so that your customer can take a look at, but also use video for many different things. So showcasing different things within your company. So your team working in the shop, show how they uncouple an engine and possibly even reporting it together, not the whole detail, but enough to make someone feel like, wow, those guys have a full shop. They have a team that's actually know how to work on X, Y, and Z brand. All of that are pieces of journey that you can take the customer into to help create this conversion that you need. Another component is we talk about how do you go about distributing and promoting those videos. Well, there are a lot of different channels. Your audience by now better, and you heard me say that all the time. The 3Ms and most businesses. Once you determine your market, which is your target audience, really the next big piece for you component on this is the message. How do you distribute that message? How do you get a message that resonate with them? And then the last piece is the media, which is the medium, the channels that message gonna resonate with them, where they're located to give that message. And that's where distribution and promoting that video come from. So you create a fantastic video that really resonate with your clientele with the right message. Then the next step is how do you make sure that message get to the right people from the right angle. So that's where your channels, whether that video need to be posted on YouTube, posted on your social media, posting on your website, and possibly even added to a newsletter so people can actually click and watch it eventually. You need to ensure that video get to the right audience. And once you get to the right audience, then the game is over. It's just you collecting praise and leads and possibly more sales. That is why it's so important to understand your customers and also understand the messaging that resonate with them, but also understand where they hang out. So leverage, take advantage of social media platforms. Make sure your video is fully optimized, especially for SEO. Make sure you distribute that to those different channels that's available to you, from YouTube to LinkedIn, Meta, which basically both Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, all of these different channels you can push content, get that out there, but also collaborate with other industry influencer. So get engaged with them, share their content, but also ask them to share your content as well if needed, and possibly even use those videos to even run your own ads. We talk about how you get those content distributed and how you can expand your video reach by generating buzz within the marine industry. But now we're going to talk about how does one go about helping get someone else to help you. There are lots of other ways to get other people to help you creating more content. For us here at Boat Marketing Pros, we help boat dealers and boat manufacturers develop a clear plan on how we execute content production from your company and the one that we will create for you as well. Because there's a lot of things that going on in the company day in, day out. Actually, if you had the time, you probably would have four, five, seven, 8 videos a day from your company, different things the team does. And from how they're closing your leads, how they're closing your sales, to how they're working in the back, repair a motor, for example, washing a new boat, or on receiving a new piece of inventory, reload that. All of that are video content that we can use to get your brand, your name, and get people to feel like they engage with your business. So optimize those business to create a strategy using these type of video content strategy as part of your tactic to bring in more customers to learn more about your business and eventually become clientele. There are tons of ways to produce videos, and those are just the tip of aspect we talk about here. There are a ton of different tools now that allow you to actually quickly create a video and get this up edited, and the possibilities are unlimited. So don't be limited to not having good equipment. Your phone camera is good enough to shoot some very, very good video. So as we sell toward the end of this episode, So remember the importance and the huge value video marketing bring to the marine industry can be very, very impactful if you do it right. So your potential customer attention and building trust to the customer journey, I believe video is and will be forced to be working with, and you should incorporate that within your marketing strategy so that you can make a lasting impact on those potential customer, eventually customer, and waste those possibility. So again, what I would suggest is make it part of the culture, make it part of your team effort, so people can shoot videos, and sometimes you have one person to actually help put them together, and maybe work with a marketing company like us who can take those different pieces of footage and then piece them together for you and create something that can be very useful and bring more people in. All right, this is a wrap for us. Thank you so much for joining us on this Boat Marketing Podcast today, and the place for all digital marketing tips tailored to the marine industry. And if you need more of that, visit us at boatmarketingpost.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast wherever you receive your podcast at. We are syndicating to all the different channels. And if you have any questions for any feature episodes and topics that you would like to see or comment you want to send over to us, please email us at podcast@boatmarketingpost.com. Would love to hear from you. Until then, my friend, smooth sailing and see you. Peace.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Marine Marketing Podcast. If you have any questions, send them to media@boatmarketingpros.com. For additional resources, visit boatmarketingpros.com/resources.